I'm Brian Kuhn. I'm the building trades teacher here at Southwest Tech. So I teach woodworking, which is an introduction to how to use the tools and safety. And they usually work on like cabinetry or coffee tables just to get them familiar with the tools. Building Trades 1, we usually start out by building sheds, similar to building a house, just a smaller scale, and then build into the bigger ones. And then my Building Trades 2, sometimes they get out in job shadows and explore electrical and plumbing and sheetrock painting. This class teaches you skills that you're going to need no matter what profession you go into. You're always going to need to know how to fix a door, or if you have a leaky sink or something like that. Those are skills that every person needs to know. When I got out of high school, I went to school to be an engineer. I got a job doing carpentry and fell in love with it. I just love how it changes every day while you're always doing something different. You're always learning. At the end of the day, you can look at something and see a product. Sitting behind a desk wasn't for me at that stage of my career. It's actually a huge demand right now, and the pay has, really risen over the last 5 years because there is so few skilled tradespeople. For somebody that doesn't want to go to college, they could still get to that same level of pay by just working hard, learning and picking up stuff every day on the job. There's a lot of opportunity going out of this program to be successful no matter what field you go into. Whether you want to go into plumbing, electric, sheetrock, paint, all those things, to get the baseline and see how this stuff happens is going to help you for all those fields that you would go into.
Hi, I'm Kristen Barrett. I'm currently teaching the business management and accounting programs. The accounting and finance program would be a good fit for students who are interested in jobs in accounting or finance, and students who have a strong mathematical interest or background. So before teaching here at Southwest Tech, I worked in a few different companies in a variety of finance and accounting functions. I've also owned and run my own small business. In the course, we begin with basic accounting principles, the accounting equation, and we progress through income statements and financial statements and dig a little bit deeper into the nitty-gritties of accounting. This is a 2-year program. Year 1 would start with basic accounting principles and income statements. Year 2 would continue with income statements and dig into the financial statements. Students who complete the accounting and finance program traditionally will take the college avenue. Some could be ready to take their CPA test. The program will leave students with a much better awareness of accounting, not only if they want to pursue an accounting career, but a much better grasp on personal accounting, managing your money.
Hi there, I'm Mr. Haskins. I'm the automotive instructor at Southwest Tech. The automotive program is a great program for any student because I've always said that you're all going to drive somewhere along the line, you'll all have a car, and it's a very important part of our life. So it's a great skill to have, to know something about it, and if it's something you really enjoy, it's a great career field for everybody. This shop is extremely well equipped. Southwest Tech Center supports us very well with new equipment, and we have some of the latest and greatest equipment here to train on. As an Automotive Technology 1 student, we like to start with the very basics, the foundation skills, precision measuring, for instance, using our electronic service manuals. We do a lot in automotive maintenance, changing oil, checking tires and checking brakes, and servicing tires and brakes, and electrical systems and batteries. Then we get further on into the electronics and emission systems. There's a lot of openings in all the different dealerships and independent repair shops, but there's also other avenues, parts stores, and you can work in a dealership as a manager, service writers. We've also had students go off and go to the military and pursue more training there. and also had students go off for engineering and even working for manufacturers. Yeah, the automotive program prepares the students for their futures, but there's a lot of avenues that you can take. Some students choose to go directly to work, but college is another great way to go. It gives you further training and you can specialize in a lot of different fields.
I'm Jen Morgan Hall, and I teach cosmetology at Southwest Technical Center. Students would be interested in my program for if they have any interest in the beauty industry, if they have ideas about hair, nails, skin, makeup, or even if they like to make others feel good about themselves. I have 26 years experience in the cosmetology industry, owning my own hair salon here in Bennington County. So students in their first year, that's where their confidence starts. They're learning the skills while trying to earn those hours. At times it can feel challenging, but it's also really rewarding. And as they move into their second year, that's where they really get to put their skills to work on live models. There are so many different opportunities. It doesn't mean you have to become licensed and work in a hair salon behind a chair. You can travel, you can work in movies, you can work with product lines. There's so many different things that you can do. I mean, you could own your own business, you could manage a salon. With this program, you can actually get your license. With that license, there's so many different things that you can do. It doesn't have to be limited to just cutting hair or styling hair. Students who earn 1,000 hours have that opportunity to sit for their boards and become licensed right out of high school, which is really exciting. It's a really great opportunity for anyone.
Here at Southwest Tech, I have an intro program that lasts one semester. Then I have Culinary 1 and Culinary 2, which are both full year classes. I teach a lot of skills, and I teach basic knife skills. There's a lot of learning how to read recipes, measurements, how to enter the food service industry and the hospitality industry. I teach a baking unit. We learn a lot about different international cuisines. I think the best part about this class is we spend as little time in the classroom as possible. We proceed with most of the time spent in the kitchen. But I think the most important thing that I teach is work ethic and the skills that you really need to make it out in the hospitality industry, but not just in the hospitality industry, but kind of life in general. Whether you come here and you are an aspiring chef and you want to go on and become an executive chef in a hotel or a pastry chef, that's a great direction to go. So there's a lot of opportunity there regardless of what your final goals are. You can basically get a job just about anywhere in the world with the knowledge that you will learn here.
My name is Mr. Dentz, and I teach the Forestry and Heavy Equipment program at Southwest Tech. I've been here about 15 years. We've got forest management and natural resources and heavy equipment operation where students learn how to properly and safely run, operate, and maintain several pieces of equipment that we have at the center. The goal is to drop little pieces of information, whether it's running a machine, maintaining and welding around a machine, learning about chainsaws, tree identification, forest management, wildlife management. I had started at Paul Smith College. After I graduated, I went into the arboriculture field. Outside of school, I continue to run a business where I'm able to practice what I teach my students every day. What is life after forestry and heavy equipment class? I have students that have gone in many different avenues, whether or not they decided to go on to college or go directly into the workforce. Both male and female students do surveying and engineering. Some students will go on to do diesel mechanics. Some students will go into the woods working as a forester or maybe a logger, do extensive chainsaw training, so students leave with all of that. Most of the people that have come through the program have been very successful. I really think that we do a great job at giving students a leg up to go really successful into the workplace or real successful into college, depending on what their plan is for life after high school.
Hello, my name is Betsy Kane. I'm the graphic arts instructor here at Southwest Tech. Students should take my program because I know I'm biased, but I think it's really fun. So much of modern life is spent on the computer and we are consuming content, and I think it's a really great transition for students to start thinking about creating their own content. So learning the building blocks and how to contribute to that I think is really interesting. I used to teach in New York City. Before that, I worked for a number of years as a studio manager at a digital photo studio in New York. Every website you go to, every app has been designed. So students could go into website design. You could do more traditional illustration-based work. Every book that you see, magazines that you read online and in person, all of that was laid out and designed by a person. There's so many different opportunities for a career in graphic design. So my program prepares students who decide to pursue college because I worked with a project-based model. I help students navigate the creative process and become more confident. I encourage students to present their work when they are done. 3 best things about my program. Number 1, it's fun. The second thing is we always build a really fun community in my class. The last thing, I think that there's a lot of opportunity for collaboration. So it's just really fun to see things come to life, an idea that you have, then all of a sudden out in the real world. And there's lots of opportunities for that here at Southwest Tech.
Hi, I'm Kristen Barrett. I'm currently teaching the business management and accounting programs. So the business management program offers a variety of different pathways in the business field, whether it be business administration, sports management, or just starting your own business and being an entrepreneur. We spend a lot of time in the community at area businesses exploring different avenues, and we also run our school store. So before teaching here at Southwest Tech, I worked in a few different companies in a variety of finance and accounting functions. I've also owned and run my own small business. So once completing the program, there's a variety of avenues that students take. Generally, they pursue a business management or a business administration degree in a traditional 4-year college. Some will attend a trade school and become an apprentice for a specific trade, or some will start their own business. For instance, last year we had a student who wanted to start his own electrical business. Some will just go straight into the workforce managing small businesses in the area. Business management program is going to set them up to be able to run and own their own business. If you're interested in just managing a business and not owning a business, you'll be ready to enter the workforce to manage a company or a small business.
Hi, I'm Mr. Lamson. I teach the Legal Studies program here at Southwest Tech. Sometimes the course is known as pre-law, sometimes Know Your Rights. I also teach a forensics class here. So if you're interested in knowing what your rights as a student are, what your rights as a citizen are, if you're interested in the government or how government works, Legal Studies is a great course for you. If you want to be a lawyer, or even if you just wanted to work in a law office, or you were interested in how the law works. I'm a practicing attorney here in Vermont, and I worked as a licensed attorney for over 10 years in the industry, and so I have a passion for the law. A lot of people don't realize what a broad spectrum of jobs and employment are available in the legal studies field. Everything from a probation officer to a courtroom clerk, a lawyer, and a judge. There are lots of job opportunities right here in Bennington and the surrounding area. The Legal Studies program is designed primarily for students moving on to college, but it's also of interest for those of you that don't go on to college or secondary education. So if you share my passion for the law and criminal justice and the Constitution and legal rights in America, I encourage you to take a look at the Legal Studies program here at Southwest Tech.
My name is Amy Prentice Rogers, and I teach Human Services and Introduction to Mental Illness at Southwest Tech. I teach Human Services 1 and 2. It's a 2-year program, and we cover a variety of topics, including child development, human growth and development, mental illnesses, trauma, how we work with the criminal justice system, poverty, a wide variety of topics covering all aspects of human services. Prior to teaching at Southwest Tech, I was a social worker for 20 years. And I worked as an adoption social worker. I worked as a geriatric social worker. I was the director of a child care center. And what I've learned is that my human services degree has been very good to me, and that I can never be bored. The human services field is wide open with opportunities. There are job opportunities right out of high school that you can go. You can work in senior care. You can work as an assistant in a child care center. With the 2-year human services program, you're set to step in a higher position in a preschool or a child care center. There's also a wide variety of college programs that are open to you, and getting that hands-on time in our preschool and out in other job placements really sets the students up for success. The world's wide open to you if you have a good, strong background in human services.
My name is James Gully, and I am the law enforcement instructor at the Southwest Technical Center. And I encourage students to sign up for a law enforcement program because not only are you interested in becoming a law enforcement officer, but it's also quite relevant that you understand the nature of the laws that govern you. We discuss constitutional law, law enforcement policies, procedures, but we also build a strong community within the class where we work hard, but we also play hard. Prior to teaching, I worked for the town of Bennington, and I worked for the Vermont State Police Drug Task Force, and I currently work for the Manchester Police Department. And I have been a law enforcement officer for 18 years. Students who have attended my law enforcement program, some currently work in the field of law enforcement as a law enforcement officer or officers. Others have transitioned into being dispatchers for law enforcement agencies, military personnel, federal law enforcement. There's a wide array of possibilities for an individual that would take my course to transfer into their career choice. And if you're up for the challenge, I would be interested in speaking to you about becoming a student within the program.
Hi, my name is Tim Mullen. I'm the interim instructor of manufacturing technology at Southwest Tech. Students should take this program for many reasons. We can design, build, construct, weld, cut, all right here in one room. We use CAD to design in. Sometimes we design on a piece of paper with a pencil. Sometimes we design with a computer. And then we can change those designs, modify them as needed, bring them out here, cut our stock, and manufacture right here in this room. We start with basic hand tools, safety and use, work our way up through manual machining and using lathes and milling machines, and work our way up to CNC, lathes and mills. We also do welding, cutting, fabrication, and grinding. Taking one of our manufacturing design programs here at Southwest Tech can introduce you to basic life skills as far as design, fixing and repairing things at home. We're preparing you for jobs such as machinist, all the way up through engineer. You could be an inspector, you could work in a production department, entry-level machinist, welder. And you can also diversify, go into marketing and design and other things you may not traditionally associate with this program. It's all about lifelong and continuous learning.
My name's Kathy Slade, and I'm the medical professions teacher at Southwest Tech. The medical professions is a 2-year program, primarily for juniors and seniors, and it introduces students to a lot of the core foundation knowledge and skills that you need for any medical career. Students learn the anatomy, physiology, microbiology, medical terminology, any of those skills and knowledge that you need to pursue any kind of a medical career. We do have a small clinical area in our classroom where we can learn how to do drawing blood from arms, basic and advanced airway support. Students get certified in CPR, they get certified in first aid. My experience is in nursing. I went to the University of Vermont, and as soon as I graduated with my nursing degree, I started at our hospital, where I worked for about 15 years. By taking the medical professions program, you're going to put yourself into a really good position for either entering the workforce or going on for more post-secondary education. You will not come out of the medical professions program and say, I am a nurse or I am an EMT. It's going to require some kind of a training. There's a lot of choices for careers out there. You'd have to be living under a stone if you didn't hear about medical careers. And a lot of people realize they're good careers to go into, make a good income, and you can always have a job. But it's got to be the right fit for you. Anyone who's interested or think you might be interested in medical professions, it really gives you a jump start on everyone else.
Hello, I'm Mr. Scott, and I'm the Video and Television Production Instructor at Southwest Tech. Video and Television Production is a 2-year program with Video 1 and Video 2, and I also teach 2 introductory courses that focus on YouTube, online videos, and also TV studio production. I got my start right here in the earlier version of this course. Then I went on to get a degree in filmmaking, and since then I've worked for about 15 years in the industry, where I've worked for national shows like Dr. Phil, National Geographic's Building Wild, and more recently I worked at Cat TV, running the TV studio and doing educational programs. You should sign up for this course if you have any interest in producing videos and learning about how movies, TV shows, and even YouTube channels are managed and produced. In this course, students learn all about video cameras, high-quality microphones, lighting, video editing. We can live stream right here from the classroom, and special effects. We're lucky here to have a full, brand new studio complete with everything you need. Students will leave this program prepared to take on any job in any field. Some possible jobs you can get in the field include director, producer, writer, editor, or even managing communications and marketing for companies. So if you have an interest in learning about how movies and TV shows are made, or even if you want to manage a successful YouTube channel, then this is the right program for you. This is a great outlet for creativity, and it's a lot of fun.
Hi, I'm Mr. Lamson, and I'm the theater arts teacher here at Southwest Tech. If you're interested in acting or any element of performing arts, or if you're interested in directing or writing, theater arts might be a good choice for you. We look at a lot of different plays and films in the course. We especially like to look at the history of theater and drama and how that is the basis for our modern arts and entertainment industry. I went to New York University's Tisch School of the Arts and studied drama there. I worked in New York City for several years in the entertainment industry. If you have a passion for acting or drama or dance or theater or any of the performing arts, I encourage you to look at the courses here at Southwest Tech. It really is an opportunity like no other. The theater arts program is a great foundation if you want to go on to study drama in college. It's also preparing you for directing or possibly writing. If you're interested in pursuing theater or the arts as a career, this would be a good opportunity to get a sense of what that's like. So whether you're prepared to go on to college to study drama or some other major, or whether you're ready to enter the workforce right after high school, take a look at Southwest Tech. I think you'll be impressed.